You know what's funny? Kids saying Shalom, my friends, this is Max Joseph, and I'm here because I just saw Good Boys. Good Boys is directed by Stupnitsky and stars Jacob Tremblay, Brady Noon, and Keith L. Williams. The Good Boys is a simple story which tells the tale of 12-year-old Max, played by Tremblay, who after being invited to his first kissing party is freaking the heck out because he doesn't know how to smooch. So, eager for some pointers, Max and his best friends known as the Beanbag Boys, which include Broadway-bound Thor, played by Noon, and my favorite character Lucas, played by Williams, they decide to use Max's dad's drone, which Max is forbidden to touch, so they can spy on a teenage couple making out next door. But when things go ridiculously wrong, the drone is destroyed. And desperate to replace it before Max's dad gets home, the boys ditch school and set off in an adventure of incredibly bad decisions involving some accidentally stolen drugs, frat house paintball, and running from both the cops and terrifying teenage girls. My friends, question for you. Did you like this movie? Or how about either of these TV shows? If you answered yes to these questions, this movie was made for you. And thankfully, I'm one of those people who answered yes. I think the last time I laughed this hard in the theater was BORAT.
I win.
Maybe that's because I was with my father. I don't know. I was having trouble catching my breath at moments. It was that funny. So here are my bullet points for Good Boys. Bullet point number 1. Maybe it's because I was with my friend who has a very similar sense of humor as I do, but I thought the comedy just got funnier and funnier as it went on. It never got old. The entire plot of this film is insanity, and these three kids managed to carry it the entire time, without the jokes ever falling flat for me. And again, maybe it's just seeing a bunch of kids saying over and over again, or riding on a sex swing, but I don't think so. Bullet point number 2. Remember when Jacob Tremblay absolutely broke our hearts in Room? Well, now he's making us pee our pants in this. This kid can do it all. He was hilarious. All three of them were brilliant. I was living for Thor, who is desperately trying to be in the school musical and who needs to be cool. But my favorite character is 100% Lucas. I just think he's the best because he knows exactly who he is, and that is just a sweet mama's boy.
This is what happens when you don't respect women.
I respect women. My mom's my best friend.
I love him. He is just so sincere in everything he says, and that makes all of his freak-out moments that much funnier. Bullet point number 3. I will say this. There were serious moments throughout, but those moments didn't always land for me. I think a couple of them just came out of left field a little bit. We'd have this hilarious, brilliant moment, and then they'd randomly go into a super tender bit, and it just didn't quite fit. I think that is my only complaint about the movie itself. I wish the connection from the comedic bits to the sincere bits was just a little bit more cohesive. Bullet point number 4. I thought the pacing of the film was fantastic. It runs at a delightful 90 minutes and it flies. Besides the few moments that didn't work dramatically, like I said, I was never bored. I thought it all mixed together beautifully, and it's probably all thanks to those three Beanbag Boys.
Ooh, gummy vitamins.
We know how things work.
What the is?
Nobody speak. Nobody can show. Hey.
Bullet point number 5. This was Gene Stupnitsky's directorial debut, and I applaud that. Gene's done a lot of writing and producing, but somehow never directed. I anticipate much more after this. Bravo. Bullet point number 6. Dear those who make and edit trailers, I love you a lot, but please don't give away an entire scene. It takes away everything from the moment and from the thing you're promoting. Thanks for listening, Max. Bullet point number 7. Over the last few years, we've had so many great coming-of-age films with The Edge of 17, Lady Bird, 8th Grade, Booksmart, and if you really think about it, like, really hard, I think this can be thrown in there. I'm not saying they should be compared to them necessarily, but if you were to make a list of coming-of-age films, be bold. Be Good Boys. I'm giving Good Boys 4.5. Yep, 4.5 stars, and it also officially has broken into my top 10 of 2019 and is my second favorite comedy of the year behind Booksmart. My friends, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, as well as follow me on Twitter and Instagram at mjoseph492. And if you really love me, please consider being a patron on Patreon, where you can get patron-only content, guest interviews, giveaways, and lots more. You can even give me a film to review, and that video will be dedicated to you. Shalom, my friends.